This is Jalan Besar Stadium. This is Soccer Saturday in the Singapore Premier League at the home of the reigning champions, the Lion City Sailors, who welcome Balestier Khalsa. The Sailors with a golden opportunity to seize the advantage in the title race after Albrechts Niigata dropped 2 crucial points against Hougang United last night. Easier said than done, of course. The Sailors are on a troublesome run of just 2 wins in their last 5 matches. The good news, well, their opponents today, Balestier Khalsa, have won just 2 in their last 10. There you have it, match week 19, kick-started with that 6-goal thriller at Hougang Stadium last night. Hougang United and Albrechts Niigata sharing the spoils. The Sailors in action today against Balestier Khalsa. Young Lions take on Tanjong Pagar United at Jalan Besar Stadium tomorrow. And then midweek match brings Albrechts Niigata against the Young Lions. A quick look at the standings to see what is at stake. 18 matches played so far for the Sailors. They are 1 point ahead of Albrechts Niigata on 38, have the chance to go 4 points clear today. For Balestier Khalsa, they lie 17 points from 18 matches thus far. Now we're just minutes away from kickoff and team news still to come, and some interesting team news still to come. But first, let's check in with the coaches. Akbar Nawas from Balestier Khalsa. But first, Kim Do-hoon from the Lion City Sailors telling us how the team are faring after losing 4-2 to Albrechts last time out.
Obviously, what I told my boys was that, yes, it is a loss. You know, it's not the happiest moment, but it's already in the past, and we still got many games to go. And it's not the end of the world, it's not the end of the season. But obviously, we did look through the videos, you know, we did look through the game to fix things, to try and improve on the football that we want to play. All right, this is not the end of the season, we have many games to play, so we have a goal, we have a clear goal, and our job is to achieve the goal. So I said, you know, let's just keep our heads up and just look forward and just focus on the games ahead of us.
Lion City Sailors' performance in the past few weeks has been a little inconsistent. What are you doing to address this issue?
Obviously, you know, like most of our boys, or a lot of our boys have been playing non-stop football this year, or since the end of last year. A lot of them are part of the national team, and look, it's been accumulating. The level of fatigue, the level of tiredness, so obviously we have to improve in many areas of the football that we are playing, but it's just to continue on the progress that we are making, and to develop the football that we are playing, and to try and make it better. So I'm sure the boys have, you know, will give a good performance today, but just to continue to do what we are doing on the training pitch.
Albrechts have dropped points last night. What sort of psychological impact does it have for your team, given that today's game is the main focus?
Arguably, they are our rivals. Yeah, they are the rivals for a title. But you know, any team, any opponent that plays against Albrechts, obviously, I do hope that, you know, they can pull a good result. So yesterday's result was, you know, I wouldn't say a joy to watch, you know, like Hougang, you know, pull a point from an important match for them, but at least I'm happy that we can still be on top of the table after, you know, now the number of matches have been equal.
Well, I think the training was good the whole week. It did lift some morale off with the team in coming to this game. We know Lion City will be a tough ask, but we are prepared to come here and play.
Lion City Sailors are fighting their own battles. Do you think this is the best time to take them on?
It's never a best time to take Lion City on, because with the squad that they have, whichever time you take them on, it's going to be tough. Like I said, we need to go out there, compete, and see what happens.
We know your son Saifullah is in the squad today. Tell us, how is this camaraderie between the two of you before a crucial match like this?
No wonder we didn't speak for about 1 week. Now I know he's in the squad. Yeah, I mean, we have to be professional enough. I have to do my best for my club. He has to do his best for his club. And may the best father or son wins.
There you have it, both the coaches setting the scene. Akbar Nawas always providing pre-match entertainment with his interviews, alluding to his son who plays for the Lion City Sailors. Now if you're just joining us, we are live from Jalan Besar Stadium, minutes away from kickoff between the Lion City Sailors and Balestier Khalsa. I'm Ziaul Raushan and I'm delighted to be in the company of ex-player and coach Shashi Kumar. Shashi, the Sailors with a golden opportunity to steal the march in the title race today.
Exactly, after last night's results between Hougang and Albrecht, it is now back in LCS's hands. So they got to go out there and produce a performance so that they can get those 3 points and then stay ahead of Albrecht. Because over the past couple of weeks, I think we know in terms of performance, the players know it themselves. Kim Do-hoon knows it, that it hasn't been up to expectations.
Yep, certainly Kim Do-hoon himself alluding to needing for better performances for the Lion City Sailors, who've only won 2 of their last 5 matches. They go up against a Balestier Khalsa team who've won just 2 of their last 10, and recent meetings suggest that the Sailors should get the job done today.
Well, of course, on paper, they should do this at a canter. But, it's football and it's a cliche. Anything can happen. But, I'm expecting LCS, after the past couple of weeks of results and performance as well, to go out there on the front foot, put on a performance so that, you set out a marker, especially to Albrecht. Tell them that, we mean business, because it hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, we saw that cheeky smile pre-match from Kim Do-hoon when he was asked about Albrecht dropping points yesterday, and it's on the Sailors today to take advantage of that slip-up as both the teams make their way onto the pitch. You'll catch a glimpse of some team news as you catch a glimpse of the players who are exchanging their pre-match pleasantries. Balestier Khalsa, of course, in their red and white strips today, and the Lion City Sailors in their white and blue as always. Jalan Besar Stadium once again filled with fans who come to watch the reigning champions in action, and they'll be hoping for a show from these players. In your picture there, Maxime Lestienne and Diego Lopez, who've been the leading lights for the Sailors this season. Your match officials for the day, referee Ahmad Akasha. He'll be assisted by Andy Tan and Isa Nurdin. And the 4th official is Mohammad Hilmi Fuad. As they await both the captains to arrive, not before the team photos though. Now Shashi, I know we're going to talk about team news very shortly, but for the Sailors, is there any pressure going into this one?
Yeah, there's always pressure on the coach, on the players, especially with the team that they've set up and the club that they are in. It's so much so that they've got to go out there and put out a performance and result every single week.
Now there you have it, the Lion City Sailors line up for the day. A host of changes from the team that lost 4-2 to Albrecht. Haris Harun, Shadan Sulaiman are not part of the matchday squad entirely, while Izwan Mahmoud replaces Hassan Sani in goal. Shashi, what do you make of it?
Yeah, some enforced changes there. We do hear that Shadan and Haris, they are out with minor injuries. So in comes, players like Ikram Rifki. Of course, Amirul Adli will skip at the side at centre-back. Izwan, what an opportunity for him to come in and do a good job in place of Hassan. But, I'm expecting them to play on the front foot right from the first whistle.
Yep, certainly. There you have it. Kim Do-hoon, a man who is slightly feeling the pressure. He's seen his team slip up their lead at the top, but the onus is on them today to continue their advantage at the top. Let's have a look at the visiting team's lineup when we can. There you have it. Not many changes for Balestier Khalsa. In fact, just one change from the team that beat Young Lions 2-0. Arish Kumar in for the COVID-ridden Akram Azman. Shashi, Balestier's team picks itself.
Yeah, exactly. And Arish Kumar comes in at right back. And Ensa Bruncevic, they call him Bruno, he's playing in the middle of midfield as a defensive mid. So Madhu and Ahmed Hakim will be the centre-back pairing with obviously the 3 Japanese, Taniguchi, Oshino and Kondo up top.
There's your man, Akbar Nawas, in his first season in charge at Balestier Khalsa. How do you think he's fared so far?
Well, in terms of results, I think it has been obviously a disappointing season so far. Results and performance as well, I think they haven't really been up to the par. And, you talk about the statistics, they've scored 22, conceded 45. They're second worst in terms of standings in both these stats in the league, obviously, after the Young Lions. So they've got to really buck up. There's still a long way to go. And I feel that the team is really in balance, especially in the middle of the park. And that is why Bruno is in there today.
Yep, certainly of the 45 goals Balestier have conceded, 10 has been against tonight's opponents. The Lion City Sailors, of course, winning the first meeting 4-0 in April and then thumping the Tigers 6-1 in June. Will it be third time a hat-trick of victories for the Sailors as we kick off at Jalan Besar Stadium? Yep, it is Amirul Adli who partners Pedrao in the middle defence. Will the changes affect the Sailors in any way? Haris Harun has been a mainstay in that team all season long.
Listen, if you do miss Haris, the skipper of the side, and one of your best players, then obviously you're going to miss him. But Amirul Adli has played there before for Tampines and, of course, for LCS, even in that last game against Albrechts. But he needs to have a better performance, especially as a skipper as well.
Yep, no question. 26-year-old Amirul Adli has the armband for Lion City Sailors. What a special day for him, shall we say.
Yeah, exactly. And didn't have the best of games in that last one against Albrechts. I thought that he was, culpable for 2 of those goals that they conceded. So, a much better performance from him today.
No handball, says the referee for Bruno as he plays it out from the back. Adam Swandi, another player who's been brought into the lineup in the absence of Shadan Sulaiman, as Nur Adam goes into the Balestier box. Couldn't find a player of a white shirt in the end. Early touch of the ball for Hairul Shiran. Let's look at this handball call, though. Handball for you?
You know what? I think his hands was not really in a natural position. That's what the referees like to use. So that could have been a handball easily.
I heard you and Roshan a couple of days ago on commentary talking about hands being in unnatural positions. That's one to debate, as well as Maxime Lestienne, who's taken to the Singapore Premier League like a duck to water, really. A player of his pedigree. 12 assists, leads the column as Diego exchanges passes with Song and then to Adam Swandi. Adam Swandi's a good player, but he hasn't seen much football. It's a big day for him to make a performance, right?
A great opportunity for him. I think his best season was at Albrechts, when Albrechts won that title a couple of seasons back. And this is a very good opportunity, obviously, albeit with players out injured. But why not? Put on a good show, and you can keep those more experienced players out of the side.
I know we spoke earlier about the players missing for the Lion City Sailors and if they'll miss them, but when you have a squad like the Lion City Sailors, this is what the squad is for, right?
You got to use them. It's as simple as that, especially with fatigue.
As Gabriel Quack looks to penetrate the Balestier box, he doesn't find his way through, but the chance is not over. Ikram Rifki has done well. Diego Lopez all the way back to Pedrao. The Sailors have started with great intensity here.
And that is what we are expecting anyway, and I expected. They've got to start on the front foot. Another good ball in.
All the way through, can Maxime get to it? The flag's up for offside.
It's interesting as well, Nur Adam is playing at right back and Ikram is at left back.
Certainly offside, the replays confirming the correct decision, as Maxime Lestienne was just beyond the last defender for Balestier Khalsa. We talk about it being a long evening for Balestier Khalsa. They will have their work cut out for them against this Sailors side who are eyeing comfort at the top. They have the chance to stretch the advantage at the top to 4 points against Albrechts and Niigata. And you can hear the Sailors fans in good voice cheering their team on. In the past 2 meetings, they didn't take long to open the scoring. In fact, Kim Shin-wook took just 7 minutes to open the scoring in April. And Shadan Sulaiman got the Sailors party started just 10 minutes in that meeting. And that's an outstanding turn. Diego Lopez has gone down. Penalty, says Ahmad Akasha. Any doubt in that decision?
Yeah, just in real time, I don't think so. The ball comes into the middle. Yeah, there was contact by Madhu. Nowhere near the ball. Didn't get any touch on the ball. Yeah, a very intelligent turn there. Slightest of touches, I must say, looking at that again. But such complaints from Madhu Mohana. He knows it as well. Great start for LCS.
Certainly is. Madhu Mohana recently joined Balestier Khalsa. He's given him something to worry about as Kim Shin-wook steps up from the spot. Kim Shin-wook has 12 goals this season. Can he make it 13 from the spot? Yes, he can. The Panenka from Kim Shin-wook, and the Sailors are up and running.
Well, What a start from LCS, right from the first whistle. We spoke about it starting on the front foot, and they've done so in normal play, and then putting on the pressure on Balestier. And he has resulted in that tackle by Madhu Mohana. But take a look at this. Cool as a cucumber, Kim Shin-wook.
Kim Shin-wook now up to 13 goals this season, and he likes today's opponents. He scored a hat-trick against them in April, and he's opened the Sailors account today. 5 minutes played at Jalan Besar Stadium, and the Sailors are up and running. And you can hear the home fans cheering their team on after a dream start. And Sailors making that early penetration count. Yes, it was a penalty that gave them the lead, but they have the lead nonetheless as they come again through Gabriel Quack. Gabriel Quack runs at the Balestier backline, and he's done well, Gabriel. In the end, too much on the ball in.
Yeah, and again, showing their intent, LCS, they're very, very lively, especially in the middle of the park. And you just notice that Adam Swandi is getting into tackles, biting into every tackle. And they look very, very hungry indeed.
Shashi, I have to ask, Kim Do-hoon said it's all about the Sailors' own performances. That's all he's worried about. But does a result like what happened to Albrechts even motivate them even more to get the job done as they have been doing early on here?
Yeah, yes and no. But, you know, as professional players and the players that they've got, they should be motivated in every single game that they play. But you just see that there is a difference today as well. They're just very hungry, like I said before.
Yeah, plenty of zip to the Lion City Sailors' performance early on. And they've made that penetration count. If you've just joined us, the Lion City Sailors are leading 1-0 against Balestier Khalsa, courtesy of a Kim Shin-wook penalty as Maxime Lestian comes forward again. Song Yong looking to return the ball to Maxime. On a different page there, both those players.
Yeah, just a little bit too tight there. The angle wasn't right to play a give and go. We were too close to the 18-yard area.
The way the Sailors have started, it looks like they mean business, and it looks like it could be a very, very long evening here for Balestier Khalsa as Madhu botches his clearance, and the Sailors come again. Kim Shin-wook! The idea was there.
Yeah.
But the technique evaded him.
You know, at the moment, Balestier Khalsa, they're just playing into LCS hands here. There, a poor ball out from Madhu Mohana, one of your most senior players in the team, and you can't be doing that. And they give the ball away again.
At the moment, Balestier Khalsa can't lay a glove on the Sailors as Ikram Rifki plays this one into the box. Gabriel Quack couldn't get a touch, but Song recovers possession for the Sailors. All the way back to Nor Adam. Diego Lopez plays it short to Adam Swandi. Looking for Maxime just outside the box. Couldn't find him as Bruno brings this forward. Nor Adam was on the scene. Amrul Atli. Pedrao to Ikram Rifki. Pedrao, of course, scored that last-minute winner the last time the Sailors were in action at Jalan Besar Stadium against Tampines Rovers. Amrul Atli, early touch of the ball. We haven't seen Izwan touch the ball yet. I think that's the first touch after 9 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Nothing to do at the moment. Balestier can't come out of their own half. Own third, in fact.
As the Sailors are just dominating possession for now. Happy to be patient with possession, the Sailors.
And that's so frustrating if you are Kim Do-hoon. Don't want to be seeing such a sloppy passing at the back. Amirul Adli, no pressure at all. Playing the ball out of play.
Now, if you're joining us from home and you hear the drums, those are the people who are making all the noise at Jalan Besar Stadium. The Sailors have really made a lot of a match day experience, and the fans have turned out in droves. What do you make of the impact the Sailors have had in terms of bringing fans back to the stadium?
That's brilliant. You know, I think they've done their part in terms of trying to engage the fans first and foremost. And it's definitely entertainment. The match day experience is very important for fans.
That's the ball in. Jumbo didn't get the touch he needed, and Iswan with a comfortable save. Shuhei Yoshino has scored 10 goals this season into double digits for the first time since 2019, but he hasn't scored against the Lion City Sailors.
Yeah, that's a very interesting fact as well. But again, lots of teams, lots of players haven't scored against the LCS.
This is a very valid point. They do have the league's best defense, just 18 conceded in 18 matches, on to 19 today. As Noradam Abdullah switches it for Maxime Lestien, who will keep this in play. Beats Arish Kumar. Diego is in space, gets the return. That was a crucial touch from Hairul Sherhan. But the danger's not over yet. And once again, every time the Sailors go forward, the Balestier defense is creaking.
Exactly, and it's usually on this side. Look at this ball from Nur Aram, a raking pass, absolutely brilliant ball. And then Maxime Lestien plays a give and go, and look at this. Too easy. Then, I tell you what, Hairul Sherhan there, that's a very, very important save.
He had to get a touch, plenty of white shirts lingering in the box. I tell you what, it's only been 12 minutes, but already Balestier Khalsa know they have a long, long night ahead against the Sailors. Amirul Atli off his line, looking to get possession of the ball. Maxime does well to Diego. It's Arish Kumar who's got Diego and Maxime to tussle with. Does well, Arish Kumar. Just 23 years of age, Arish Kumar. The only change in the lineup because of Akram Azman's positive COVID test, as Balestier bring this forward. It's Shuhei Hoshino who's exchanged passes well. Tried a left foot shot from range, off target.
Yeah, that's much better from Balestier. Playing it quick, going from back to front a little bit quicker. And then that shot wasn't accurate enough.
In your picture there, the head coach of the Singapore national football team, Takayuki Nishigaya. We've seen him at plenty of stadiums, catching a glimpse of all the players, I guess, up for selection.
Yeah, at every stadium I've seen him, he's always with his pen and paper, which is always good to see. And that's what you need. Get as much notes as possible on players who he can pick for the next assignment.
Yeah, certainly, and he's getting a look at some of the national team players in the Sailors team who don't necessarily start all the time. So a good look at the squad players for the upcoming games for Team Singapore. One of those there who struggled for game time is Wan Mahbub, just his 4th start of the season. Last featured in May 2022 against Hougang United. Iswan Mahbub has conceded 4 goals in 3 appearances thus far this season. As Amirul Atli once again finds Maxime Lestien down the flank. And this time though, Balestier managed to gather possession. Header won by Amirul. Hawailun. Shuhei Yoshino has given it straight back to Gabriel Quack. Adam Swandi back to Gabriel. Finds Diego in acres of space, and he will run at the Balestier defense. Song Yong to Maxime Lestien, who plays the ball in. Madhu got a crucial touch on it. It's still Max in the box, looking for Shinwook. Couldn't get the header. Swandi will try from range. Off target.
Well, it's off, way off target there from Adam Swandi, but the shot was there to be taken. And again, everything's coming down this left-hand side with Maxime Lestien's. Of course, Diego Lopez in there as well supporting. And I'm just looking at the setup here for Balestier when they're defending. It's just frustrating because is Taniguchi ever going to defend? Because, you know, you have Arish against Lestien on a 1v1 situation all the time. And then sometimes Diego comes in there to form a 2v1. And, you know, they've got to see this and start defending.
Yep, certainly Arish Kumar has had a difficult opening 15 minutes. And for Balestier's sake, you hope Taniguchi will drop back to defend, because it's difficult dealing against a player of Maxim's caliber. Crunching challenge from Adam Swandi. All ball, says the referee, but is Balestier in possession of the ball? Ignatius to Bruno. Grabakondo. All the way back. Amir Hakim. Ignatius. Madhu Mohana. And for the first time all evening, Balestier with a string of passes. We haven't seen that from them. There must be some opening nerves playing at the home of the reigning champions. Talk about nerves. Arish Kumar has given it away to Song Yong as the Sailors bomb forward. Maxime Lestienne looks to pick a pass. And he has Song Yong. Off target once again from the Sailors.
And again, a mistake in the middle of the park from Arish Kumar, which leads to another attack. Song, and then Balestier, he always does this, the cutback, always looks up. And then the finish wasn't good enough. Song, I think he'll be very disappointed with that.
Yeah, Song Yong, who's joint second goal scorer with 6 goals, joint top second goal scorer for the Sailors with 6 goals. And he scored in the last 3 appearances against Balestier. Better finishing there, could have been 4. There's plenty of football left to be played. Pedrao. To Ikram Rifki. Diego Lopez once again in space. He has Maxime to find, and he finds Maxime Lestienne. Madhu missed the chance, but the goalkeeper Hairul Shirhan was there together.
I don't think that was a bad ball at all. I think Maxime Lestienne plays it into an area where you just do feel that Shinwook can do a little bit better here. Attack the near post.
Certainly one for his striker Kim Shin-wook to chase. And Maxime Lestienne has taken it into the middle, having a free run at the Balestier defense. In the end, opts for the short pass to Song Yong, who's gone all the way back to Nur Adam Abdullah. Another long ball forward for Shin-wook. He had Ryoya Taniguchi for company, and in the end couldn't get a touch. Akbar Nawas, what do you think going through his mind after these early exchanges?
Well, I should think there is a lot going through his mind here. Firstly, how do they get out of here in terms of out of their defensive third, as well as needs to really, in terms of keeping it tight, get organized very quickly.
Too much, says referee Ahmad Akasha. Adam Swandi, adjudged to have been all over the Balestier man. And it's a free kick to Balestier with Ho Wai Lun. We'll take Ho Wai Lun, of course, formerly of the Lion City Sailors. Ignatius finds Bruno, who almost got caught by Gabriel Quack, and we know Gabriel has speed. Madhu, long ball forward, doesn't find a red shirt. Nur Alam Abdullah, comfortable. Passes it on to Adam Swandi. Swandi to Gabriel Quack, who scored the last time the Sailors played Balestier Khalsa. Pedrao to Ikram Rifki. Once again, it's Maxime Lestienne who's going to run at this Balestier defense. Kim Shin-wook couldn't get past Amir Hakim. But the Sailors continue to find a way through this Balestier rearguard. Swandi. Nur Adam Abdullah. Nice touch. Gabriel Quack. An important challenge. Just as Gabriel Quack looked like he was going to pull the trigger.
Well, just take a look at this touch from Maxime Lestienne. There. Superb touch. Great interchange of passes, and you just do feel that Gabriel Quack maybe should have taken it first time, because that was a great tackle, by the way.
The outstanding last-ditch tackle to deny Gabriel Quack the chance to extend the Sailors' advantage. They do, though, have this corner kick that they'll look to defend. Darren Thay there seems to be a bit of pain. but he's fit enough to continue as Maxime Lestien will play this ball in. Looking for white shirt. All the way in, not cleared, Pedrao. Taniguchi eventually will complete the clearance. Ignatius, once again Adam Swandi adjudged to have fouled the Balestier man.
And trying to play out quickly, Balestier. And Adam Swandi there. You'd probably say that was a very good tactical foul.
Yep, just killed Balestier's ambitions straight away, and Balestier though giving the ball back right away.
Yeah, just not doing themselves any favor here, just giving the ball away too cheaply, no pressure on the ball.
You touched on it in the build-up to this game about that midfield of Balestier. They're going to struggle for the next 70 minutes or so.
Yeah, and the reason why Bruno is there is because there's just no player who's just going to do that job, the dirty work in the middle of the park. They just don't have a natural defensive mid.
And we've seen them lose possession. That's an outstanding ball from Noor Adam Abdullah. Can't say the same about Gabriel Quack's ball into the box. And still, Balestier Khalsa can't clear their lines. Adam Swandi wins the throw-in for his team.
Adam Swandi has been very good in this first 20 minutes of the game. He's biting into tackles and he's positioning there. As soon as they lost the ball, he's there to win it back.
There's the brains trust of the Lion City Sailors, Kim Do-hoon, and his able assistants, who are plotting their way to yet another Singapore Premier League title. Plenty of work left to be done here as well as in the season, though.
It looks like Balestier might make a very quick substitution here. Some action on the bench as play goes on here.
Adam Swandi will keep you abreast of the changes as they happen. To speak volumes of Akbar Nawas and what he's trying to do if he's making a change this early on in the match. Kim Shin-wook with a beautiful touch. Song Hee-yong looking for the run of Diego Lopez. Song has done well to keep possession. Ikram leaves it for Max, who lays it on to Ikram, who returns it to Max. And that could have trickled in. The chance is not over yet as Ikram Rifki plays this ball in. And I tell you what, Balestier Khalsa are living very, very dangerously at the moment.
Yeah, just a hint of maybe the ball went out of play before Lestier put the ball in. But again, great play. Everything's happening down this left-hand side. That's a foul, surely. Hoshino.
Yeah, but I think Shuhei Hoshino knew for himself that he had brought down player. Have another look at the chance. Ikram Rifki and Maxime Lestien. Excellent exchange of passes. It was eventually Bruno who got that crucial clearance. And Sailors fans will be very pleased with everything they've seen from their team in this opening 23 minutes. A long ball that Arish Kumar can only hit as far as Ikram Rifki. Play on, says the referee, as Diego Lopez brings the ball forward. Has found Maxime Lestien. And Maxime plays that ball in the end. Not in the middle where Kim Shin-wook was placing himself. As Balestier Khalsa look set to make a double change. Just out of your picture, we can see two players are stripped and ready to come on. It does look like Delvinder and Aidil Johari are about to come on. I'll have confirmation of that change very, very soon. I'm sure it'll happen sooner rather than later as Ryoya Taniguchi plays this ball forward for Shuhei Hoshino, who saw an opportunity and went for it. A team effort that is one gathered quite gratefully. Diego Lopez brings it forward. Maxime Lestien. To Adam Swandi, who's looked bright. Maxime Lestien picks out Diego Lopez, gets it back. That's an outstanding ball! An acrobatic save from Khairul Sherhan. Kim Shin-wook could have doubled the Sailors' advantage if not for Hyrul's intervention. Have another look.
Yeah, great play again down this left-hand side. So casual by Diego Lopez, playing into for Maxime. And then that bounce actually helped Hyrule.
There you have it, confirmation of the changes. It's It's Ignatius Ang who's come off for Dalvinder Singh. And Arish Kumar who's come off for number 29, Aidil Johari. Shashi, talk me through these early changes for Balestier.
Well, I think let's take a look at this corner before that.
Punched away by Hairul Sherhan.
And I think Aidil Johari will be playing out on the, or Dalvinder will be playing on right back. It's a 1-for-1 change. And of course, Aidil Johari goes at centre mid. Another 1-for-1 change. And, you know, Arish has struggled. He has definitely struggled at right back. But again, it's a team effort, and there was no help at all. And there you go, he's double teaming, and Aidil Johari, I think, is down on this right-hand side.
Aidil Johari, who's just come on, lays an early marker on Diego Lopez, gives away a foul in your picture there. Number 29, Aidil Johari, just 19 years of age. Gets a talking to from Ahmad Akasha. Have another look at the foul. Yeah, no arguments there. But as Shashi alluded to, Balestier Khalsa have had to react to the Sailors' dominance, and they have. Afghan Awas has been proactive, making a double change. Arish Kumar was having a torrid time, to say the least, against Maxime Lestienne and Diego Lopez. As Maxime plays the ball in, looking for a blue shirt, Kim Shin-wook gets a touch. Once again, an acrobatic save from Hairul Sherhan to deny the Sailors.
This ball again from Maxime Lestienne. Again, very difficult for Shin-wook there to get ahead to it. He does ever so well. Hairul with a good save again.
Unsurprisingly, Hairul has been the busier of the two goalkeepers. As Gabriel Quack puts the ball into the box. Amirul Atli looked like he got a touch, but in the end, off target. And it's a goal kick for Balestier Khalsa.
Yeah, he got above Amir Hakim there, but couldn't really put it on target. Amir Hakim does well to put the challenge in.
Afghan Awas in your picture. We'll be hoping the changes help to tide the Sailors over. Sailors started this contest so brightly and still continue to dominate. And Afghan Awas has had to react with two early changes. Dalvinder Singh on for Ignatius Ang and Aidil Johari on for Arish Kumar.
Well, of course, with Aidil Johari coming in, and Taniguchi has gone in and playing at centre mid.
Bruno asking a lot of Dalvinder there with that crossfield pass. As Diego Lopez gets us underway with the throw-in. Ikram Rifki there. Almost ran himself into a spot of bother, and tell you what, Amir Atli certainly has. Once again, Adam Swandi, who's been all over the middle of the park, does well. There you have it again. Another tasty challenge from Adam Swandi. Here comes Ryoya Taniguchi, though, with a shot from range. Easy catch in the end for his one.
Yeah, but much better biting into tackles. Heads up, Puncevic there. What a tackle on Adam Swandi. Don't mind that, especially if you're a Balestier fan. And then the shot, a little bit too tame. But that's more like it for Balestier. Getting stuck into tackles.
It's taken a while, but Balestier are looking to at least impose themselves against the mighty Lion City Sailors. Dalvinder does well to block out that Diego pass. Dalvinder Singh, of course, in his first season at Balestier Khalsa, has had his injury woes, formerly of Tanjong Pagar United, the 30-year-old defender. Maxime Lestienne looking for the run of Song Yong, just too much. As Hairul Sherhan is on the scene to gather possession. Throws it out to Bruno. Dalvinder has Aidil Johari ahead of him. Opts for Ho Wailun. Wailun to Shuhei. Nice touch to Ryoya Taniguchi. Has Kuraba Kando. Important block from Pedrao. Very important.
Oh, that's good play from Balestier from back to front. That touch from Hoshino was a good one for Taniguchi, and I think Nur Adam was just caught a little bit too narrow there. And I don't think Kondo had the best of connections on the ball.
And it is the first corner of the day for Balestier Khalsa. It is Kurabo Kondo who will launch this one into the box. All the way through, looking for Madhu. Got the header on target.
Yeah, you always know that Madhu, good aerially. I think he got above Gabriel Quack there. He got his timing right there. But from there, can't trouble is one.
Yeah, he got the direction right, lacked any sort of power to trouble Izwan Mahmood too much. As the Sailors come again, Song Yong to Gabriel Quack, who looks to have swapped flanks with Maxime Lestien. Diego picks out Gabriel. Gabriel puts this one into the box. Only as far as Song Yong. He couldn't resist taking that shot, could he?
Yeah, a first-time effort from Song. Why not? He's done, or he scored goals like that before. This was the ball by Gabriel Quack, which was just stood it up, looking for Shin Wook. Song.
As the Tigers played out from the back, Madhu to Aidil Johari, intercepted by Diego Lopez. Pedrao to Amirul Atli. Back to Pedrao. Diego Lopez is really the heartbeat of this Sailors team, isn't he? Wasn't much in favour when Kim Do-hoon first came on board, but probably the first name on the team sheet now.
Yeah, why not? And just looking at the context of this game as well, you do know that he is the player from a deep position. So the consideration for Akbar, maybe could he put someone right on him all the time? And then you are sacrificing one player, but just try that, see whether, or see how they cope with it.
Beautiful touch from Adam Swandi there, rightfully applauded by the fans in attendance. Certainly it'll be interesting to see what Akbar Nawas does at halftime to continue to give his team a chance against the Sailors. Once again, Adam Swandi with a cheeky touch all the way back to Amirul Atli. Here comes Noradam Abdullah. Bruno makes a nuisance of himself. 32 minutes played here at the Jalan Besar Stadium, and it's the Lion City Sailors who lead, courtesy of a Kim Shin-wook Panenka penalty 5 minutes into this contest. The penalty, of course, awarded after Madhu Mohana fouled Diego Lopez in the box. It's been all Sailors thus far. They've created the better chances, just yet to capitalize on them. Seeing plenty of the ball here, the Lion City Sailors. Adam Swandi. In no rush here, the Sailors at all. Just happy to pass their way and find a way past this Balestier team. But those changes does seem to have helped Balestier stem the tide a little, no?
Yeah, I think so. And that was probably the right thing to do for Akbar. Just be proactive. And of course, probably reacted to what Maxime Lestien was doing down this left-hand side. But it's still one lane only, so...
Yeah, as long as the scoreline stays 1-0, Balestier Khalsa will fancy their chances. It is football after all, anything can happen. Noradam Abdullah, the left-footed player, playing at right back today for the Lion City Sailors. Ikram Rifki has the left-back berth as he picks out Song Yeong, who's then found Gabriel Quack, who returns it to Ikram, who can keep it in play. Kept in play to put the ball in, but unfortunately the ball in trickled out.
Yeah, very heavy touch from Ikram there, not good enough. The ball was played in by Gabriel Quack.
Ikram Rifki, just 26 years of age, has seen plenty of football for the Sailors this season. And how about that for a turnout on a Saturday evening? These fans have made the right choice of coming down to the Jalan Besar Stadium. I'm sure they've been entertained by everything the Sailors have attempted in front of them. Aidil Johari with a good first touch, takes it past Ikram Rifki. Unfortunately, the pass was off target. Song Yeong with a heavy touch. Pedrao calms the situation. And then picks out Diego Lopez. No way Bruno was letting him pass. No way.
Yeah, it was very cheeky. He knew what he was trying to do. Just flick it and then run on the other side of Bruno.
Have another look here.
There
All
you go.
went past him. But that's what Bruno is there to do.
Yeah.
The dirty work.
Yep.
Ladli. Kim Shin-wook lays it off to Maxime. Unfortunately, Maxime's touch, he's only human. His touch evaded him. Ladli, judged to have brought Shuhei Hoshino down.
I think he was too close to Jumbo there, too touch tight on Jumbo. And he gives away that foul, Ladli.
Just about 10 minutes left in this first half as Shuhei Yoshino looks to shrug off that niggling pain and continue. Hairul to Madhu. Madhu, of course, spent some time away from the game. Previously spent a long part of his career with Tampines Rovers. And then joined Balestier Khalsa midway through the 2022 season. Delvinder has Pedro for company, but has done well. That was a risky challenge from Delvinder, but he got the ball. Bruno. Noradam Abdullah judged to have fouled Shuhei Yoshino.
It was a challenge from Delvinder that he had to make it right, and he did. And then Hoshino again, just a little bit too overzealous there. Noradam needs to be a little bit more patient. He's not in danger really of Hoshino turning his man there. A good opportunity for Balestier to put one into the penalty area.
Yep, certainly a set-piece opportunity for Balestier Khalsa. We've seen them score from set pieces this season, clearly with the height of Madhu and Bruno to aim for. Shuhei Yoshino gets it. Taniguchi can't get a clean clearance. The ball remains in the box. Ikram Rifki was taking no chances there, heads it out for corner.
That's good pressure, good ball in there from the free kick. I think it was Darren's ball, reverse ball for Hoshino. Taniguchi just couldn't hit it cleanly. Another opportunity, this time from a corner.
I tell you what, Balestier Khalsa slowly growing into this contest. Started on the back foot. They've managed to keep the score at just 1-0. They're giving themselves a fighting chance.
You wouldn't think so after the first 20 minutes or so. You know, I think LCS started on the front foot all over Balestier, but they have recovered well.
As the ball comes in, can't find a red shirt. Grabakondo looks to keep possession for Balestier. Has done well to take it past Gabriel. Has space, Grabakondo plays it in, not cleared. Eventually, Noradam Abdullah clears it. Can Maxime keep this in play? Unfortunately, he can't. Balestier looking to finish the first half strong. Delvinder all the way back to Bruno. Darren Thay to Grabakondo. Bruno has just dropped into the middle of the defense as Madhu makes his way back. Bruno's going on a run himself, has lost possession, and the Sailors can spring a transition here, and they have Song Yong. Diego Lopez for Maxime Lestienne. Unfortunately, wasn't the ball Maxime needed, as Delvinder was on the scene to quell the danger.
Yeah, just not happening there. The ball not perfect enough for Lestienne's run.
They come again here through Diego Lopez, who's found Maxime Lestienne. That's a ball in for Song to chase. Brave goalkeeping from Hairul Shirhan. Very, very brave to deny the Sailors.
What a ball that was from Maxime Lestienne again. Superbly done. Look at the shape on this. Right onto the head of Song. And Hairul needed to get any kind of challenge there, or else it would have been 2-0.
Certainly came in strong with his fist to punch the ball away. And he stayed on the deck for now. Hairul might have taken a flailing elbow to his face. as the medics are on the scene just to check if the Balestier #1 is okay to continue. The sea of blue, Jalan Besar Stadium. Pockets of red as well. Some Manchester United fans in attendance. Just about 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Kim Do-hoon with some tactical notes for Gabriel Quack. In a picture there, physio Fiza as well. It does look like Hairul Sherhan will be okay to continue. Has put in some important saves today to deny the Sailors and given his team a fighting chance as we approach half-time here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Akbar Awas should be pleased with how his team has responded after that shaky start.
Yeah, I think they've kind of like stemmed the tide. And this is what I've been talking about, especially with the LCS performance. They haven't really gone a game where they've started on the front foot from start to finish. And they go into spurts and pockets of time when they don't really have control of the game.
Yeah, the Sailors have not really put in 90 full minutes, but they come here through Diego Lopez to Maxime Lestier and back to Diego. Turns, takes his time. Ikram all the way back to Pedrao. We missed the shot count a while ago. The Lion City Sailors have had 11 shots compared to Balestier's 4. But the stat that matters is on the top left of your screen. It is the Sailors who have a slender 1-0 advantage after 42 minutes here at Jalan Besar Stadium. Kim Shin-wook's penalty, the difference maker thus far. Amirul Adli looking for Shin-wook. That's a good touch for Song Yi-yong, who gives Gabriel Quack something to pick on. Gabriel has Noor Adam, uses Noor Adam. Adam Swandi looks at the options, back to Noor Adam. To his fellow fullback, Ikram Rifki. Maxime Lestier to Ikram. Diego. Balestier Khalsa in a very compact shape, very difficult for the Sailors to break down at the moment. Not for the lack of trying though, the Sailors happy to keep possession of the ball, be patient with it and look for a way through. Now, if you're Kim Do-hoon, what are you going to say to your team at halftime?
Well, I think they've got to set the intensity again right from the beginning in the second half. The same kind of intensity at the start of the game. And don't let it off, because any chance for Balestier, they might just put one into the net.
That was a chance for Kim Shin-wook. Speaking of back of the net, Kim Shin-wook should have done better with that chance. Not over yet, though, as Song Yi-yong did so well to control Gabriel's ball in the box.
Well, again, look at this ball from Maxime Lestier. Oh, that's poor from Shin-wook. That's very poor. And then from the cross, those two mistakes, Ensar Bruntovic, and then Song, another poor effort.
I think Kim Shin-wook knows it as well as anyone that that should have been 2-0. But nonetheless, the chances, well, it's over now. The referee has blown it for a foul. Kim Shin-wook has scored 13 goals this season. But he's come under microscope slightly for his performances. And it's moments like that that give people some doubt as to what the Korean has brought to the league. I'm sure the Sailors fans will disagree with any form of criticism. The South Korean has scored 13 goals as Maxime Lestier finds himself in space. Once again, no way past Madhu. As Ho Ailun gathers possession.
Well, that was a tight decision. The ball from Pedro looking for Maxime Lestier again. Just looks slightly offside.
Wailun to Taniguchi. Taniguchi back in possession of the ball. Amirul Adli, the judge, on the scene actually.
Yeah, Taniguchi wanted a foul there, it wasn't given.
Yep, no fouls as the referee, as the Sailors restart things from the throw-in.
Maxime Lestien and Kim Do-hoon there having a little bit of an exchange there. We don't exactly know what that was about. Just looked frustrated, Maxime Lestien.
Tells you of the levels Kim Do-hoon expects if he's having a word with Maxime Lestien, who's looked bright all contests. Offside, says the referee. We'll have a replay to confirm that decision, but it looked tight.
But it did look like he was off there. I think he made that run slightly earlier.
Have a look at this. Was he offside?
Oh no, just look at the far side. I think it was Darren Tay who keeps in onside. And the funny thing is the assistant referee is on that side where Darren is, and he should be seeing that. It's a poor decision.
Yeah, a poor decision that denied Maxime a route on goal. Not that Balestier Khalsa will be complaining as Madhu restarts from the dead ball all the way to his centre-back partner Amir Hakim. Kuraba Kondo has dropped deep.
2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes.
Confirmation that we are into the 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half as Balestier play this ball into the box. Pedrao on the scene to head it away. Swandi completes the clearance. Diego to Maxime. And this is Maxime Lestien running at the Balestier defence. Poor ball there from Maxime, and the chance comes to an end.
That was great defending from Aidil Johari there. As soon as he got away, sprinted. But a mistake.
A mistake here by Pedrao has given Shuhei Hoshino something to chase. And in the end, Shuhei Hoshino misplaced his pass, looking for his compatriot, Diego Lopez. No foul, says the referee. Shuhei Hoshino has another chance. Ryoya Taniguchi! Almost drew things level.
Wow.
Balestier Khalsa.
Again, that was Aidil Johari again. The closing down was superb, and this ball was sublime from Hoshino. And Taniguchi knows that that was a chance, because his one was beaten. He just crept behind Pedro, I think, and his first time effort. Well, that was close, wasn't it?
That was the closest Balestier have come all day to find a way past the Lion City Sailors' back line.
Now just going back to Aidil there, Aidil Johari, just before that move, he made that 60, 70 yards sprint just to close down on Maxime Lestien. That's something that Taniguchi wouldn't have done before that. But that is the work that Balestier has got to do and carry on doing in the second half.
Yep, certainly it is half-time here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. A first half that started in earnest with the Lion City Sailors taking the lead, courtesy of a Kim Shin-wook Panenka penalty, up to 13 goals for the season for the South Korean. But it's only 1-0 despite the Sailors' dominance, and Balestier Khalsa came close towards the end of that first half. There's 45 minutes left to play in this contest. There's also plenty of halftime highlights, so do stick on to the broadcast. We'll bring you those highlights very, very shortly. Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. It is half-time between the Lion City Sailors and Balestier Khalsa, and it's the Sailors who lead 1-0. Sashi, talk me through the stats.
Yeah, it's a good match of football, firstly, and yeah, you can see there Lion City Sailors with 12 shots to Balestier's 5. They could have easily gone 3-4 goals up, but then I tell you what, after 20 minutes or so, Balestier came back into the game after a couple of tactical switches made by Akbar Nawaz, and it has been a very, very good game of football.
Yep, certainly the Balestier Khalsa team have given themselves a fighting chance. Let's have a look at the highlights though. Maxime Lestien with the darting run into the box. Diego Lopez went down, penalty.
Yeah, I think Madhu would be very disappointed with... he was a little bit rash, you know, just stay on your feet. Don't jump into tackles because you know that he was definitely beaten and then had no chance at all of getting the ball. As soon as he turned his man, there you go.
No questions about the penalty. And how about this for a finish from Kim Shin-wook from the spot?
Yeah, easily done from Kim Shin-wook. The confidence to take it. Penanka style penalty. Easy peasy for Shin-wook.
Kim Shin-wook with his 13th goal of the season to get the Sailors up and running. After just 5 minutes at the Jalan Besar Stadium, and the Sailors would continue their dominance. This one drew a sharp save from the Balestier goalkeeper.
Yeah, this was about that raking ball from Nur Adam, and then that combination play down this left-hand side, a strong hand to that, and he had to get it, Hairul Sherhan.
Have another look at that ball forward, Maxime Lestien exchanging passes with Diego Lopez. What a joy it is to watch these two in play.
Yeah, they definitely know each other very well on the pitch.
And the Sailors would continue to try and find a way to breach the Balestier backline. Maxime Lestien once again involved, picking out Song Yi-yong.
I think this is one of the chances that Song would be very disappointed that he didn't hit it cleanly, because no real pressure really after good work down this left-hand side from, guess who, Maxime Lestien again. Presence of mind to cut it back, and that's a poor effort from Song.
The chance when begging. Not for the lack of trying, though. The Sailors would come again. Diego Lopez once again finding Maxime Lestien. This was a chance for Kim Shin-wook to double the advantage.
And again, this was a little bit too easy down this side again. That ball that was played by Diego Lopez. Look at this, so easy. You knew what he was going to do next. Still no man on Maxime Lestien, and he came at an awkward height for Shin-wook. He did very well to get that.
Soon after, Balestier would make that double change they spoke of. But the Sailors came again. Shin-wook with a golden opportunity. All he needed was a touch.
Yeah, that shape on the ball from Maxime Lestien. Shin-wook can't miss from there. And then this was another wasteful effort from Song as well. In the penalty area, he knows it as well. Look at this shape on the ball. That will give and go again. That same combination down the left-hand side. Shin-wook should have made it 2-0 there.
And then Song as well dragged his effort wide. And we talked about Balestier growing into the game. This is what they conjured right before the break. Aidil Johari involved, and then Shuhei Hoshino put it on a plate for Taniguchi.
Yeah, very intelligent ball from Hoshino, but it was the work that was done by substitute Aidil Johari down this right-hand side. There you go, that pressing down the right-hand side. Diego Lopez wanted a free kick, wasn't given, and you know what, that should have been 1-1.
Tell you what, the way Taniguchi was running away, he thought he'd scored there, but the Sailors living quite dangerously as it stands. This, of course, is one of 4 games on match week 19, kick-started with that 3-3 draw. The Sailors, though, are getting the job done at halftime. They do lead 1-0 against Balestier Khalsa. The Young Lions take on Tanjong Pagar United at the very same venue tomorrow. And then midweek action sees Albrechts Niigata against the Young Lions. Now the second half is almost upon us. 45 minutes for the Sailors to get the job done and extend their advantage at the top, or for Balestier Khalsa to mount a comeback to keep themselves alive. Do join us for the second half. We'll see you very shortly. Now, if you're just joining us, welcome back to the Jalan Besar Stadium. It is half-time between the Lion City Sailors and Balestier Khalsa. It is the Sailors who have a slender 1-0 advantage at the break. Kim Shin-wook, the difference maker, with his 13th goal of the season. But I tell you what, there's a long 45 minutes ahead for the Sailors if they are to get the job done. Balestier came back into the contest and came back well. There's, in your picture, Nishigaya once again taking important notes. What would he have made of the first half?
Well, I'm sure he's just looking at individual players. I think that's the most important. You know, you can't see them, you can't see the team and you know, make decisions like that. So individual players, how those players can fit into his plans for the coming tournaments or assignments. And I think they've got the big one at the end of the year, the Suzuki Cup. Or it's not called the Suzuki Cup now anymore.
Mitsubishi Electric Cup, I believe it's called.
Yeah, and work cut out for that man, that Akbar Nawas.
Yeah, I tell you what, Akbar Nawas earned his bonus, shall we say, with that double change in the first half. You enjoyed his tactical switch, didn't you?
Exactly. You know, I think Aidil Johari is someone that Taniguchi isn't, right, defensively. But Taniguchi coming in, and that is where he has made the difference, making those late runs into the box. He almost scored, almost made it 1-1, almost made it a different kind of team talk for both these sides.
Yeah, I tell you what, despite conceding the league's lowest total of 18 goals, the Sailors have only kept one clean sheet in their last 6 games. So Balestier Khalsa, if they get their act right, they could steal something from this.
They can. You know, I still do feel that they have players who can do damage, of course, with the Japanese players. But at the back where, you know, they need to keep it tight, especially with Balestier down that left-hand side. You keep it tight and try to catch LCS on the break.
For the Sailors, though, the assignment is simple, I guess. They lead at the break. They'll need to maintain that lead if they want to go 4 points clear of Albrecht Niigata at the top of the table. And you can see in your picture the fans in attendance, mostly of the Lion City Sailors variety, will be urging their team on to get the job done. The reigning champions, who have had a wobble in recent weeks, just 2 wins in their last 5, now lead at half-time. The job is half done for them against Balestier Khalsa, but there's an important 45 minutes ahead for the men in white if they are to continue their charge towards a successive Singapore Premier League title. Your man in the middle, Ahmad Akasha, has kept the game under the lid in the first half. And he's just checking if everything is in order before the second half gets underway. It is Balestier Khalsa who will kick us off. Shuhei Hoshino, who scored 10 goals this season, but never once scored against the Sailors. And boy, would he love to break that duck today. As the second half gets underway, early touch for Ho Wai Lun. Amir Hakim all the way back to Hairil Sherhan, who pulled off some important saves in the first half to deny the Sailors. Delvinder. Now you've had 45 minutes of the Sailors missing key personnel. Do you think they've coped all right in the absence of Haris Harun and Shahdan Sulaiman?
Yeah, I think so. I think Amirul Adli has come in there and obviously has played there before. And Adam Swandi has looked very, very lively indeed in the place of Shahdan Sulaiman.
Yep, he certainly has, Adam Swandi, and maybe Coach Nishigaya is taking a note or two of the Lion City Sailors number 27. Here comes Kurabo Kondo Taniguchi. Swandi with the important touch. And Shuhei Hoshino not afraid to try from range. First time on the left leg.
Yeah, took it early and somewhat ambitious from that distance, trying to beat Izwan Mahmud, Singapore's number 2. There you go, first time effort with his left foot.
Amirul Adli, the man with the armband in Haris Harun's absence for the Lion City Sailors. Nor Adam Abdullah. Usually see him at left back, he starts at right back today, and he's done well looking for teammates higher up the field with some raking passes, as Sashi had alluded to in the first half. Ikram. Pedrao to Swandi, back to Amirul. Once again, we talk about that intensity that the Sailors started this contest with. They do need to find that intensity again if they are to make certain of 3 crucial points. Because the longer it remains 1-0, you sense Balestier will feel there's one chance for them to get something out of this contest. Maxime Lestienne, who's been tormentor-in-chief in the first half. Gabriel Quack has found Diego Lopez. Diego in the box. Important touch. Amir Hakim completes the clearance. Gabriel Quack back to Noradam Abdullah. Pedrao to Ikram Rifki. We've seen Noor Adam tuck in a lot more from his fullback berth. Tactical?
Yeah, definitely that's the fad now, should I say. The inverted fullbacks, especially when the ball is on the opposite side. The fullback is encouraged to come inside.
Important touch there from Bruno to deny Diego possession of the ball. The chance is not over as Gabriel Quack keeps it in play. Diego can find Song Yong looking for the run of a white shirt, doesn't find it. And it's Balestier Khalsa who bomb forward here with Ryoya Taniguchi. Taniguchi looking for Jumbo, couldn't find him as Amirul Atli gets the ball and brings it forward, finds Maxime Lestienne and has continued his run, Amirul. Poor ball in the end for Maxime. Needed a run perhaps from Gabriel Quack. Darren Tay. Kuraba Kondo. I tell you what, there's been a bit of fearlessness from Balestier Khalsa, hasn't there, after the initial nerves. They're not overawed by the occasion of taking on the reigning champions at their home turf.
Yeah, because I think they can take confidence with the performance after the first 20 minutes, you know, and they know that they can create chances if they want to. They can't shut LCS out if they are very organized.
That's the ball looking for Kurabo Kondo. Noor Adam Abdullah on the scene to head it away. In your picture there, Noor Adam Abdullah. As Darren Tay throws this to Shuhei Hoshino. No one in the box. Shuhei Hoshino, not sure what he saw there.
Yeah, he just pointed at Aidil Johari, but then again, that was not a good ball. So.
And Balestier Khalsa have started this contest quite brightly. The second half, I do beg your pardon, quite brightly as they look to peg their way back into this contest. Pedrao has lost possession. Bruno leaves it for Aidil Johari. Couldn't find a teammate in the end. As Izwan comes out of the 6-yard box together. Amirul brings it forward. Noor Adam Abdullah switches it to Diego Lopez. Diego to Song. Song to Max. Back to Song. Almost predictable there what Song was trying to do, and Bruno read it perfectly. It's Kuraba Kondo who will run at the LCS back line. Trying to angle the ball forward to Shuhei Hoshino, who's done well to shield Pedrao. Keeps it in play, Shuhei Hoshino. Calls upon Aidil Johari. A speculative ball in the box that's dealt with by Noor Adam Abdullah.
Yeah, needed a better ball for Kondo, who was lurking in the middle. Hit a little bit too deep.
Adam Swandi. Diego to Max. Back to Diego. He's found Song in space. Song will look for a teammate in the box. Crucial touch from the defender there. Aidil Johari denying that ball into the box. Did well, Aidil.
Yeah, again, substitute Aidil Johari doing a great job tracking your runner, doing the basics right. But they still need to defend from this corner kick situation.
Yep, they have to defend from this Maxime Lestienne corner. Maxime Lestienne has 12 assists so far this season. Cleared eventually by the men in red. It's Amir Hakim who's given Kurabo Kondo something. Wailun opted for the safe pass back. I'm not sure you were too happy with that option.
Yeah, there was space in front of him. Wailun, just take it on.
Amir Hakim has stayed up here. Kuraba Kondo saw Izwan off his line, but definitely not the right thing to do, right?
Definitely don't know which line he was looking at, because Izwan was just right on his 6-yard area. Now, very, very ambitious effort there. Hoshino is down. Don't want your captain and your top scorer to go down, Balestier.
It does look like he's having some trouble with his right leg there. His compatriots are quickly on the scene just to assess the issue with their captain and compatriot. He's back up to his feet. Shuhei Hoshino, 26 years of age, came to our shores via Albrecht's-Niigata, and since then has called Balestier his home. I just wanted to touch on Kurabo Kondo, who also followed Shuhei's route of Albrecht's and then to Balestier. What do you make of his first full season, shall we say?
Well, of course, you can't compare the teams that they're playing in, because last season he played in a team which was excelling, you know, in terms of possession. And this season probably needed to carry the team. And has done well individually, but as a team, obviously, we need to do much, much better.
Yeah, Kurabo Kondo, just 20 years of age, 4 goals and 2 assists this season thus far. As the Sailors come again, once again, Aidil Johari. He's really set the tone for his team since he's come on.
He's already Balestier's man of the match. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm sure Sherhan will have a thing or two to say about that, but I agree with you, Aidil Johari has really upped the tempo of his team, and once again, he's the one chasing Petrov down. Noralam Abdullah had Shuhei for company, and Shuhei got the final touch on the ball. Goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, that was a good run as well from Aidil Johari, just putting Pedro in a little bit of pressure.
How about that for scenes at Jalan Besar Stadium? The flags are out. They're in good voice, the Sailors fans. As Adam Uswandi picks out Maxime Lestienne. Couldn't find Kim Shin-wook. But Shin-wook there recovers possession for the Sailors. Here comes Swandi. Looking for a long ball forward to find Gabriel. Once again, Shuhei Hoshino making a real bother of himself. And Amirul Adli goes into the book.
Yeah, I think that was a poor challenge, a late challenge on Hoshino. Hoshino got there in front of his man. Amirul wanted to win it quickly.
Let's have a look at this challenge.
There, nowhere near the ball. Definitely a foul on the halfway line.
The yellow card for accumulation then?
Yeah, I think so too. He has committed a couple of fouls in this game, Amirul Adli.
Amirul Adli, the captain for the day for the Lion City Sailors, is the first player to go into the book. As Balestier will get us underway with this free kick. Amir Hakim stands over. The Sailors with work to do defensively here as they confirm the yellow card for number 5, Amirul Adli. Shohei Hoshino has done well. Amirul Adli with an important touch. Chance not over. Ryoya Taniguchi. Acrobatic from Bruno. Still not cleared here. Bruno and Shin-wook. Shin-wook wins the header. Maxime gathers possession for the Sailors. Shin-wook with an important touch. But it's Balestier who are slowly but surely growing in confidence.
Yeah, twice in that passage of play, Hoshino does this very well. He nudges his defender slightly and then gets in front of his man. Twice he did that. And almost capitalize on...
There we have it, the chance for Balestier.
That was the first one. He just nudged her song a little bit before getting ahead to it. And then here again, there, just a second nudge. Very smart striker's play there.
It's part of Shuhei Hoshino's game, just making a nuisance of himself in the opposition box. At the moment, though, Darren Tay is on the deck. Be a cause for concern for Akbar Nawaz. Darren Tay, who's scored 1 goal and provided 3 assists this season, the 25-year-old, has been steady, if not stylish, for the Tigers this year. Hopefully, for Balestier's sake at least, he'll be fit to continue. In your picture there, Amirul Atli. What do you make of his outing thus far with the armband?
Yeah, today, I think he's been pretty good, stable, very solid. And obviously getting that yellow card for an overzealous tackle, a late challenge on Hoshino. And, need to be careful from now onwards.
As Darren Tate just looks to run this one off. He has to, of course, leave the field of play, having gone down and sought medical assistance. Just about half an hour left to play in this contest at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And if you're just joining us, welcome along. It is Soccer Saturday here in the Singapore Premier League. And it's the reigning champions, the Lion City Sailors, who lead 1-0 after an hour played. Kim Shin-wook from the spot after 5 minutes. And some penalty was as well. That's been the only goal we've seen thus far, as Balestier Khalsa look to peg themselves back into this contest. Kuraba Kondo exchanges passes with Shuhei Hoshino. Switches the play, looking for Delvinder. Can Delvinder keep this in play? Yes, he can. No, he can't.
That was a good ball from Kondo. I don't think it was a bad one. Delvinder just took his eyes off the ball.
I'm not sure right back is Delvinder's natural position as well.
I think he's played there before, I'm sure. And obviously has to do a job here.
As Noradam Abdullah finds himself in acres of space. Can he pick the right pass? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Cleared by the Balestier backline. Taniguchi. That's a good ball for Kuraba Kondo, who's going to look for Shuhei Hoshino. Hoshino has Amirul. Amirul did ever so well. An outstanding challenge to deny Shuhei Hoshino the way through, and Amirul has done well to bring the ball forward, has continued his run. Gabriel Quack, in the end, looked for Kim Shin-wook. Delvinder was on the scene to deal with that quite comfortably. Once again, Shuhei Hoshino earning his team a free kick.
Yeah, he's been very important for them. And as well as Bruno in the middle, he's done lots of work in the middle of the park. Defensively, obviously a defender by trade, centre-back.
Let's have another look at the foul.
Yeah, that you talk about Hoshino nudging defenders. This time it was the other way around. Definitely a foul.
Big height difference there between Jumbo and Noradam Abdullah.
Yeah, at the moment, you just do feel that with Shin-wook up there on top, it's just too pedestrian. Just before that, that passage of play, Gabriel Quack just lifting the ball up in the air. You just seem to get the feeling that he just wants the ball to be precisely on his head. Anywhere else, 5 meters apart, off, he wouldn't go for the ball. So that's a problem.
As Balestier come again, looking to make their possession pay. That's a nice touch from Kondo. Taniguchi lacked the power in his shot. But once again, sharp play from Balestier.
Great ball in by Ho Wai Lun there. Just found a little bit of space. This was the ball. Very intelligent ball to Kondo. And you just think that could have Kondo taken a shot with his right foot there.
Ryoya Taniguchi could have drawn his team level there. Unfortunately, lacked power in his shot. But you're absolutely right. Ho Wai Lun's ball in. That's almost Diego-esque, the ball he played into the box. As Adam Swandi hits the deck, there's a foul.
This time, easy decision. Foul on Adam Swandi.
And I tell you what, the Sailors aren't having it all their way. Balestier are here to play, here to make a contest of it. Once again, it's that man, Ho Wai Lun. You can hear the Sailors crew urging their team on just to build on this slender 1-0 advantage they have.
Well, looking at the LCS bench, they've got attacking players there. Amirul Ashraf, Saifullah Akbar, as well as Faris Ramli to call upon.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You talked about Kim Shin Wook sort of hampering what the Sailors are bringing at the front of the pitch. They do have options on the bench. Will we see Kim Do-hoon dabble into his bench? It'll be interesting to see. Do you think Kim Do-hoon is under pressure of any sort?
Yeah, I'm sure. Because he's got his compatriot in there. And he needs to do things for the team, for the results. Because at the moment, the result is favouring them. But anything can happen, like you said. Balestier has created a couple of chances, half chances.
You're absolutely right. We've seen the Sailors just take a lead sometimes and then not capitalize or increase their leads. It's happened plenty of times. In fact, the last time they played here, it happened against Tampines Rovers as well. Eventually, they scored late on. Kim Shin Wook once again going down too easily in the box, I think.
Yeah, he needs to be a little bit stronger there. Amir Hakim with a nudge, bringing him down.
As Taniguchi brings this forward for Balestier. Shuhei Hoshino looking to give him an option. He's instead picked up Darren Tay, who will play this ball into the box. Smart run from Shuhei Hoshino, looking to make contact with the ball. Couldn't find it in the end.
Yeah, they just need to get that right. That final ball, it wasn't a bad one from Ho Wai Lun.
Pedrao switches play, finds Noor Adam Abdullah. It does look like there's activity on the Lion City Sailors bench. Out of your picture. Well, at the bottom of your picture, in fact, I think you would have caught a glimpse of Faris Ramli stripped in, ready to come on. I'll have confirmation of the changes as they happen. As Balestier do well to keep that in possession. Bruno picks out Darren Tay, who finds Ryoya Taniguchi. Assessed his options, then went for the safe pass back to Madhu. It does look like a triple changes in the offing for the Lion City Sailors. Ho Wai Lun to Kuraba Kondo. Darren Tay. Amir Hakim with the ball for Kuraba Kondo to chase. Will he have enough space? Well shielded from Noor Adam Abdullah.
Yeah, not a bad ball there, but again, the angle, very difficult for the forward player to get anything on it. Good defending in the end from Noor Adam.
Tell you what, we heard Akbar Nawaz talk about going up against his son in the pre-match duel. It does look like Saifullah Akbar will be one of 3 changes for the Lion City Sailors as Kim Do-hoon is shuffling his pack in search of a second goal. "25 minutes left to play at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Adam Swandi to Gabriel Quack has Darren for company. Looking to get past Darren Tay. And he's beat him for pace. Gabriel Quack done ever so well. Bruno on the scene. There's a foul, says the referee. Bruno is in disbelief. Bruno felt he got the ball.
Well, it looked like from this angle that he did, but again, just take a look at this again. You can't tell from here, but you did see the movement of the ball there. Must have gotten a little touch from Bruno.
Bruno still making his case to referee Ahmad Akasha, but the free kick has been given.
Yeah, he just needs to walk away. I think he's lucky he hasn't gotten the yellow card, so just walk away.
I think he's heard you, Shashi. He's walked away from the scene immediately. And I think the Sailors are just going to hold out for this free kick first before making their substitutions. It is Maxime Lestienne who stands on this free kick. We want goal, urge the Sailors crew. Will their team oblige? As Maxime Lestienne stands over this set piece. Maxime with the ball in. Cleared by a red shirt, and Amir Hakim will complete the clearance.
Irul does well under pressure there, just getting under the ball as Shinwook went up for it.
Sailors though will come again. Adam Swandi. Gabriel Quack. Back to Swandi. Pedrao. Maxime Lestienne will run at Darren Tay. Exchanges passes with Noradam Abdullah. Taniguchi's done well. Done very well. Pedrao almost manhandling Kuraba Kondo.
Yeah, it's definitely a push there on Kondo. Clear-cut foul. And probably the change will be made now.
It does look like the changes are incoming. The referee has signaled for the change. First things first, it's number 30, Faris Ramli, coming on for number 12, Ikram Rifki.
Substitution for Lion City Sailors.
Number 22, Gabriel Quack, will come off for number 11, Hafiz Noor. And Kim Shin-wook, number 9, the goal scorer, the man whose goal makes the difference thus far, will come off for Saifullah Akbar.
Yeah, couple of changes there, obviously. And probably a change in shape as well. You just think that Song will go up top. Loads of firepower, especially Faris and Saifullah in there as well. Going for it. And why not?
You talk about players who don't usually get a chance making an impact. It's an outstanding chance for the three players who've come on to make an impact. At the moment though, Balestier Khalsa are looking to make an impact. Doesn't come of it though, as Izwan Mahmood gathers possession. It looks like Noradam Abdullah has gone to his more preferred left side.
And then Hafiz Noor at right back, Faris Ramli at right wing. Maxime Lestienne stays there, and of course Song pushes up.
And it's Song who's caught on to that loose ball, keeps it alive. It's Faris Ramli who will bring this ball forward. Has Maxime Lestienne, I beg your pardon. Maxime Lestienne makes it 2. What a finish from the Belgian. And the Sailors fans rejoice, and why not? Their team is 2 goals to the good, courtesy of this man, Maxime Lestienne.
And an assist as well for substitute Faris Ramli. First touch of the ball. Lays the ball onto the path of Maxime Lestienne. This was the ball that was played in for Faris Ramli. And look at Maxime Lestienne there, very intelligent, holds his run, there you go, ask for the ball. Good first touch, and into the far corner.
Outstanding finish from the Belgian, did well to hold his line, as Sashi said. And then that finish. Maybe the slightest of deflections, but they all count anyway. Up to 6 goals now, Maxime Lestienne. And with 20 minutes left to play, the Sailors are 2-0 up against Balestier Khalsa. For all of Balestier's good work thus far in the second half, they've come unstuck. And it's the multi-million-dollar Maxime Lestienne who's made it 2-0 for the Sailors.
Yeah, we talk about hungry players there. Saifullah straight on Kondo, looking very hungry, coming in. And there you go. 2 overzealous in the tackle there, facing the other side. But, you know, with those changes, you just look at those players that come in. There's more mobility, very flexible as well, very fluid.
In your picture there, Saifullah Akbar, son of Balestier coach Akbar Nawas, looking to make an impact off the bench. You touched on it there, the mobility that Saifullah provides, together with the rest of the changes. And we spoke plenty about Akbar Nawas's changes having an impact. Kim Do-hoon's changes, Faris Ramli came on, straight away set up a goal. And it could be 3 here if Diego Lopez does the right thing. Diego to Faris, and it's Saifullah on the scene. Saifullah Akbar has made it 3-0 off the bench, onto the score sheet. The Sailors are sailing towards 3 points at the moment.
Well, that is an example of what the LCS can do if you are not on top of the game for the full 90 minutes. Because there was no danger at all from Balestier's chance. And then is one. First ball out, and then a lovely ball. This is the ball from Maxime Lesnian. Look at this. Head up. And then puts that one onto the path of this guy here. And look at this, unselfish play. And if Saifullah had missed that, Faris Ramli was there to finish that off.
Yeah, spoiled for choice there, the Sailors. Once again, Maxime Lesnian involved. But it was this man, Diego Lopez, who's pulled the strings for the Sailors. And he put it on a plate for Saifullah Akbar to slide home and make it 3-0. As the Sailors fans cheer the announcement of Saifullah's name. I'm not sure his father will be cheering.
Don't think they'll be talking to each other tonight.
Yeah, Akbar mentioned not talking to him for a week in the build-up. But nonetheless, jokes aside, the Sailors have really just gone up a gear or two in the last 5 minutes or so. Kim Do-hoon's changes having immediate impact as Diego Lopez looks for the run of Maxime Lesnian. Haidul Shahran did well to come off his line quick and clear the danger. Straight to Diego Lopez though.
Yeah, suddenly spaces opening up, especially down the flanks. As the Balestier players tire. LCS players, they pick up a notch.
And we talk about the Sailors having an outstanding opening 20 minutes. It looks like they're going to give us an outstanding closing 20 minutes as well. Ahmed Uladli misplaced that pass, but under no pressure, Noor Adam was there to come back and gather possession.
And again, it's funny, isn't it? The second half, I don't think Balestier has done anything wrong. It's just that the LCS, they've picked up a gear or two, like you said. And then boom, 2 quick goals, and they're 3-0 up.
Taniguchi latches onto it. No way pass. Ahmed Uladli doesn't put a foot wrong with the armband, marshalling that defense. As Faris Ramli comes forward, back to Diego Lopez. Eyes a shot, skewed it wide.
It's a pity. Diego Lopez, another one for the Man of the Match award today. He's had a good game.
It does look like there'll be a third substitution of the evening for Balestier Khalsa. It's Hawai Lun, who's fared well against his former club, who's coming off for number 17, Naufal Azman.
Yeah, it's a like-for-like substitution. I'm sure he comes in and plays at or in central midfield. Well, in fact, he's gone in and going up top with Jumbo just dropping a little bit deeper.
I guess Abgan Awas would argue nothing to lose, might as well try to pull 1 or 2 back. Not with passing like that, they won't, as Song Hee-yong was quick to close down Hairul's pass out. Balestier though, regain possession. Ryoya Taniguchi drops deep. It's picked out Delvinda. Bruno to Shuhei. Ahmed Hakim. And the Sailors fans are really making themselves heard at the moment. 3 goals ahead with 15 minutes left to play. And in all likelihood, 3 points in the bag. They will go 4 points clear of Albrechts Niigata today, having played a game more than the second place Albrechts Niigata. Akbar Awas will take some positives from this game, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I said, they were doing well, but just talk about the quality of the LCS side. And there's another chance here.
And it's Maxime Lesnian who finds himself in space. Song Hee-yong was never going to miss from there. Maxime Lesnian, the creator, Song Hee-yong, the scorer. The Sailors have scored 4 now, and they lead 4-0 against the hapless Tigers.
Again, it's down that left-hand side, and it's a little bit too easy again. Finding himself in acres of space, and he had all the time in the world. There, this is the ball from Noor Adam. There, so a very straight ball. Delvinda struggling, and Song puts it into an empty net. Another assist for that man, Balestier.
Yep, you're right. Another assist for Maxime Lestien, but it's another goal for Song Yong. He's up to 7 goals for this season. Lion City Sailors, number 7. And that's the 4th game running he scored against Balestier Khalsa now. He likes playing against the Tigers. And I tell you what, the Sailors like playing against the Tigers. That's 14 goals they've scored across, well, 2 and 3/4 matches thus far. There's still about 13 minutes left to play here.
Yeah, and Balestier hits are starting to go down a little bit. This is where it is going to be very, very dangerous. You don't want to be getting hammered here.
Yeah, the Balestier team who've conceded 45 goals going into today's matches. You add 4 more to that tally. That's a shot from range from Aidil Johari. Is one looking for the quick goal kick out. Doesn't find a teammate. Noradam Abdullah gives Diego something to hold on to. Now in the end, Balestier did look like they were coming back into this contest, but the Sailors have stamped their authority all over it. Done well there, Saifullah Akbar, who struggled for game time this year, the 23-year-old. But when given the chance, he's taken it in 2 hands. Here come the Sailors again. Maxime Lestien looking for Song Yong.
Suddenly Diego Lopez finding in loads of room in between the Balestier's defense and midfield. Starting to exploit those tired legs.
Now Falen Amirul will chase this down. It is Amirul who wins that foot race. Pedrao. Maxime Lestien. Shashi touched on it there. Another assist for the Belgian. He's now up to 13 assists for the season. He's got a goal as well, so that's 6 goals. Total of 19 goal and assist contributions for the 30-year-old Belgian, who's really making a splash. It looks like we'll be seeing a bit of Amirul Ashraf, who's stripped and ready to come on for the Sailors. Hafiz Noor looking for Maxime. Delvinder does well. Aidil Johari to Shuhei. Looking for Kuraba Kondo, finds him. Kuraba Kondo to Taniguchi. Taniguchi's done well. Amirul Adli once again. It's really done ever so well in the middle of the defense.
Yeah, great covering there from Amirul Adli. Great defending, I think. Just to answer your question earlier on, he has done brilliantly today.
He hasn't had it easy either against the likes of Shuhei Hoshino. Has some defending to do here as Balestier put the ball in. Pedrao with the important touch. Chance is not over yet there. Once again, Amirul Adli on the scene to clear the ball. Noradam Abdullah looking to get a touch to get past Kuraba Kondo. Kondo does well though. Song Yong slid in well. Saifullah to Diego. And Fares has space to run. The flag has stayed down. That's the ball for Maxime Lestien, and the flag has unfortunately gone up.
I'm just looking down the line here. The assistant referee was struggling to keep pace with the counter-attack from the LCS. You got to take a look at the move again.
We'll certainly take a look at the replay right now. There you have it.
Yep, it's offside. Good decision.
Yeah, we saw Maxime harshly adjudged to have been offside in the first half, but that time it was the correct call. And it is confirmation of the change. Song Yong, who scored a goal today, has come off for Amiruddin Ashraf, number 23. Haven't seen much of Amiruddin Ashraf this season, but he gets a run out with the tie effectively over.
Yeah, Amirul Ashraf, striker by trade, so he will just slip in there, one-for-one change.
And in the end, it's been a very good outing for the Sailors, able to give some of their lesser playing time players in the squad some game time. As Noran Abdullah passes it short to Pedrao. Amirul Ashraf. Izwan Mahmood.
Yeah, you got to mention, you talk about the players who've had less playing times. I think Adam Swandi has been one who has really stood out today, right from the first whistle.
That's the ball for Delvinder.
That was a terrible ball from Delvinder, to say the least.
Asking almost too much of his colleague, Naufal Azman. There you have it, Sailors fans in good voice of all generations really, the kids, there's even a baby and the adults all enjoying what's turned out to be a very comfortable Saturday evening at the Jalan Besar Stadium for the reigning champions. 4 goals scored, and in all likelihood they're going 4 points clear of second place Albrechts Niigata.
Yeah, first start from Amiruddin, winning a foul, winning a free kick rather.
Here comes Maxime Lestien to Diego Lopez. Now, if you had to pick a man of the match, who would you pick? Shashi.
Oh, that's a tough one. Again, the usual suspects. Diego Lopez has been good. I think Lestien as well has been good. But you know what? I'm going for Adam Swandi.
I knew it. I knew you would pick Adam Swandi.
Yeah, considering the fact that he hasn't had game time. You know, he's come in, you know, just being very comfortable on the ball. Looked like he hasn't left or hasn't, you know, has played for most of the game. So there you go.
Heard it from Shashi there. Adam Swandi, his pick for man of the match as Diego Lopez comes forward. Important intervention there from Amir Hakim. Just as Amirul Ashraf looked to have found a yard of space. Ryoya Taniguchi. Amiruddin there, almost eager to impress. Gives away a foul. Have a look there.
Yeah. It's just swiping Taniguchi there.
Now, for all of Sailors' troubles in the past week, on and off the pitch, they needed a performance like this to get things back on track now.
Exactly, exactly. You know, and especially after yesterday's results with Albrechts, you know, drawing that game. So, would want to put out a marker again.
Yeah, exactly. A result, a performance that will add wind to their sails as we approach the business end of the season. Plenty of football left to be played, but questions were being asked of the reigning champions, and I must say they've answered it with aplomb today. Just over 5 minutes left. Audio picture there, Banawas is just rubbing his head in disbelief. Nothing's come for him in the final third.
They just look tired, especially in the second part of the second half. They've been competing well, closing down on players, but then those tired legs and of course the lack of depth in terms of quality in the squad. They can't call on Faris Ramli to come in, you know, players of that quality.
Just a quick word on Akbar Nawas. He is, of course, in his first season at Balestier Khalsa. It is a bit of a long-term project, moving away from Balestier's previous ways.
Oh, that looked like a handball.
Certainly looked like from where we were sitting. Amar Akasha disagrees, though. As Balestier come again, Taniguchi switching the ball sharply to Kuraba Kondo, who has space to run. Done well to turn Hafiz Noor. And again, and again. Was there a touch in the box? Hafiz Noor has given away a penalty. Hafiz Noor can't believe it. But I tell you what, in real time, that looked like a penalty.
Well, I got to look at this again. It could be a little bit too soft because I just do feel that Kondo done that one too many times here. This is the first turn, and then the second, and then the third. No, no way, no penalty there. Oh.
Let's have another look. This angle should clarify it for us. 1.
He slipped once.
2. Slightest of contact.
Oh, that's harsh. But again, LCS, they're still complaining because ask any coach, ask any defenders, they want a clean sheet no matter what. And who's that given to?
It does look like Diego Lopez has got a yellow card amidst all of that for complaining to the referee, Diego Lopez. I mean, surely with 4 goals scored, this will be merely a consolation for Balestier Khalsa, if at all. But they're clearly not happy about the awarding of the penalty. The referee takes Diego's name into the book. And it's Kuraba Kondo who stands with the ball on the spot. Is one Mahmoud in his 4th appearance for the Sailors. Has kept 1 clean sheet in 3 matches thus far. Can he preserve his clean sheet in his 4th outing? Or will Kuraba Kondo snatch a late consolation for Balestier Khalsa? Here comes Kondo from the spot. Up steps Kuraba Kondo. And he's denied! Now from the very same spot, we saw a Panenka early in the first half, and I tell you what, that was the exact opposite of how cool the Panenka was.
Well, that could be the worst penalty I've seen in the SPL. That's terrible.
I tell you what, Kuraba Kondo will not want to look at a replay of that penalty at all. We will show you a replay whenever we can, but it's the Sailors who are bombing forward here in search of a 5th goal. Cleared by Madhu. Not over yet. Diego Lopez and Bruno tussling. Diego's done ever so well. Diego's earned a free kick at the edge of the area. Now this is a free kick territory. Let's look at the penalty though, Kuraba Kondo. What was he doing?
I haven't changed my mind. That is the worst penalty I've seen in the SPL. And look at, he clearly agrees with me, Akbar. It's terrible, you know.
So frustrating for a coach.
Listen, pick your spot, play it there. You know, you're down 4-0. Pride to play.
After doing so well to win that penalty, in your picture there, the number 11 of Balestier Khalsa fluffed his lines completely. Consolation when begging. And here they are defending a free kick. This is Diego Lopez territory, I tell you what. We saw an outstanding free kick last night from Idetsu. Will Diego put in a contender for goal of the week? Diego! Wide of the target in the end. Looks like there will be one final substitution for the Sailors. It is number 17, Maxime Lestien, who's put in a good shift.
It's Bill Mamadou.
It is Bill Mamadou who's coming on. Just 20 years of age, Bill Mamadou on for Maxime Lestien. As we've moved into stoppage time of this contest. Confirmation that there'll be 3 added minutes. As Balestier Khalsa just look to ride this out. Is one, does well. Came off his line quick. Delvinder feels like he's been fouled by Noor Adam. Pedrao, cool as you like, Pedrao.
Yeah, Delvinder says that Noor Adam was nudging him there, given away there by Noor.
Saifullah turned by Shuhei Yoshino, and Saifullah had a hand on Jumbo, who's hit the deck. It's an accumulation of fouls, I think, Saifullah, who will go in the book. Busy day in the office for Saifullah.
Yeah.
One final substitution for Balestier Khalsa. number 11, Kuraba Kondo, who won the penalty and then missed the penalty. He makes way for number 66, Ryan Pravin. Great moment here for Ryan Pravin, just 21 years of age, playing against the mighty Lion City Sailors. As the Tigers have one last set-piece opportunity to attack from. As Darren Tay will play this one in, looking for a red shirt. Couldn't get past the imposing figure of Bill Mamadou. It's a searching ball forward that Madhu has done well to keep. And Madhu and Delvinder looking to keep possession of the ball. They found Ryoya Taniguchi, who plays the ball into the box. Pedrao clears it. And eventually Adam Swandi on the scene to launch it long. Hafiz Noor looking to take this quickly. Ameldin Ashraf looking for Diego Lopez. The touch didn't come off. Taniguchi with the ball. Saifullah Akbar. Bill Mamadou's first touch is heavy. Recovered well. Eventually conceded a throw.
Yeah, it's foul throw. You can see it from here as well. Taniguchi.
There won't be time to retake it as the referee has blown for full time here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. The Sailors have scored 4 goals to go 4 points clear at the top of the table against a toothless Tigers who've not managed to make their promise count and get anything out of this contest. Now, Shashi, the Sailors arrived with a job to do. They've done it.
Yeah.
Quite comfortably.
Yeah, well deserved in the end. You know, those quick fire goals in the second half obviously made it happen. But overall, you got to say the quality has really prevailed here and totally deserved this win.
After a run of just 2 wins in 5 games, the Lion City Sailors are back to winning ways. And what a crucial time to be returning to winning ways. The day after their closest challengers dropped points against Hougang United, the Sailors have capitalized and got 3 points. Iswan Mahmood, your man in the picture. Only his 4th start for the Sailors, got a clean sheet to boot. And I think it's a good day's work for the Lion City Sailors in front of their own fans. High fives all round, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, great performance from the LCS in the end. And like you said, Balestier were toothless. They did give a go against the LCS, especially in that first half. Nearly scored an equalizing goal as well at the end. But the quality, like I said, with the LCS. Some great individual performances as well.
Keep an eye out for Akbar Nawas hugging his son here. Akbar Nawas and Saifullah Akbar exchanging pleasantries. But Akbar Nawas, tried as he might, did well with those substitutions in the first half. But eventually his team just ran out of steam, especially after the Sailors tapped into their personnel and made the changes. Let's have a look at how the evening panned out for the Sailors. This was the first goal that came from the spot after Madhu gave away a penalty.
Yeah, Madhu, as soon as he touched his man, you can see that, just turned away, knew it was a penalty. That was a turn by Diego Lopez. And in the end, so early on in the game as well, you don't want to be doing that. And Shinwook here with showing how a penalty should be taken.
We'll get to that in a short while. Kim Shinwook with goal number 13 of the season. A Panenka penalty to get the Sailors party started after just 5 minutes. There'll be plenty of possession for the Sailors, but no real penetration. And it was Balestier Khalsa who threatened after 56 minutes with this chance.
Yeah, again with Hoshino there, just nudging the defenders off.
In the end, the Sailors rode their luck. Defended well enough to deny the Balestier onslaught at the start of the second half. Balestier, though, weren't done. They would continue to try and find a way back into this contest. And this was a chance that fell to Ryoya Taniguchi after some smart play by Ho Wai Lun.
Yeah, that was a good ball in. played to Kondo. You just wonder if he could have taken a shot, played the ball into his compatriot Taniguchi, and straight at the goalkeeper. Yeah, this was the ball in, superb ball in. There you go, left foot right into Kondo. And Kondo could have taken a shot there.
And then the Sailors went into overdrive. 3 goals in 7 minutes, and it all started with this. Song Hee-yong picked out Faris Ramli, and Faris Ramli picked out Maxime Lestienne, who went on to do this.
That was right after a couple of changes that was made by Kim Do-hoon. Faris Ramli just got onto the pitch. Probably that was his first touch of the game. Played it onto Lestienne there, and with a very smart turn, Lestienne buries the ball into the far corner. That was the turn, and that was the finish.
Faris Ramli picking out Maxime Lestienne. And he picked the bottom corner for his 6th goal of the season. The big Belgian. And I told you the Sailors went into overdrive. How about this for the 3rd goal? Maxime Lestienne once again involved as he found Diego Lopez, who then put it on a plate for his teammate.
Yeah, I love this goal the most. I think this was the best in terms of the movement, in terms of the intensity and the pace from back to front in 4 passes. That's one from his one. There was good play from Lestienne, cutting inside, hit up. That was the 2nd ball. And then hit up again, very unselfish play and a great finish.
Yeah, we've seen that from Diego Lopez time and time again this season. Unselfish is such a perfect word to describe the Brazilian's impact.
And with all his individual brilliance, he's a team player. And that is evidence.
72 minutes played, Saifullah Akbar made it 3-0. And then the Lion City Sailors, number 7, made it 4.
This was very, very simple, wasn't it? Simple to watch, but not so simple to execute, because you've got to get it right. Pace of the ball, the weight of the ball, that ball from Noor Adam. Puts it on a plate for Maxime Lestienne, and puts it on a plate for Song.
Song Hee-yong now up to 7 goals this season. As the 4th straight time he scored against tonight's opponents, Balestier Khalsa. Balestier, though, won't go down without a fight, and towards the dying embers of the game, they won themselves a penalty. Kuraba Kondo, penalty for you?
Not for me, a little bit too soft, but the referee gave it, and then in the process, Diego Lopez shown the yellow card for dissent, for over-protesting.
Now let's look at this soft penalty call. I tell you what, it wasn't just the foul that was soft, because in a while we'll see the penalty, and I think that will give you a run for its money about which was softer, shall we say.
Yeah, you know, the least we talk about it, the better, because look at this. Oh, that was a pass to Izwan Mahmoud.
I hope in this replay we see Akbar Nawaz's reaction on the bench, because it was such a poor penalty that could have given his team a consolation.
Exactly.
If anything.
Exactly, he was straight at the goalkeeper.
There we have it, Akbar Nawaz.
There you go.
Absolutely livid, understandably so. He's seen his team concede 4 goals to the Lion City Sailors. Final score here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. The Lion City Sailors 4, Balestier Khalsa 0, and the stats suggest it was possibly the Sailors who were on top of this contest all throughout.
Yeah, they did give a go, Balestier, especially in that first half. But in the end, like I said, it was the quality of LCS, isn't it?
Yep, certainly the quality was telling. There you have it, confirmation of the standings. The Sailors now 4 points clear of Albrechts Niigata, having played a game more. But it is now in the Sailors' hands after Albrechts Niigata dropped points yesterday. As for Balestier Khalsa, they languish in 7th, 6 points adrift of 6th place Geylang International. Now that's match week 19 halfway done. Hougang United and Albrechts Niigata, 6 goals between them on Friday night. The Lion City Sailors have put 4 past Balestier tonight. Tomorrow at the Jalan Besar Stadium, coverage begins at 5:20 p.m. as the Young Lions take on Tanjung Pagar United. And then on Wednesday, Albrechts Niigata take on the Young Lions at the Jurong East Stadium. That one's at 7:35 p.m. Now we hope you've enjoyed the company of Shashi and myself this Saturday evening. We certainly have enjoyed the football. We do hope to see you in the matches ahead. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. We'll see you at the next one. Jalan.